Today I am at Spring Meadow Nursery, the home of the proven winners Color Choice Shrubs. Hi, I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings, and today you are going to be in for a treat with all of these beautiful shrubs right now that are in color. And I think what's going to most surprise you is that we're going to be talking a lot about foliage color and not a ton about flower color. The foliage today is amazing, so let's go ahead and take a walk through these gardens. Foliage color, I talk about it all the time, and how you can use foliage color to create a perfect pairing in the garden. Here's a great example. We've got the sambucus in the background there. That is the lemony lace. Nice size specimen there. Love the texture of those heavily serrated leaves. That plant there is about 6 to 7 foot tall, and I just love that bright chartreuse color, and it's paired so well here with the smoke bush. This is the wine craft black smoke bush, and again, this plant too has got great texture on it. Nice frilly, kind of airy, blow in the breeze type leaves, and it looks so stunning paired there with that yellow sambucus. Here we've got the beautiful spirea candy corn, nice and compact habit, taking the chartreuse yellow green to the ground, heading up to some black, and then again for some nice chartreuse yellow green in the sambucus. Barberry Sunjoy Toto also is another great foliage shrub with its deep near black leaves. Here you can see some of the new growth is showing a little bit of the red tones to it. These right now in this landscape are about 2 foot tall by about 2 to 3 foot wide, creating just nice little mounding habits. Again, they've got it paired with another great foliage plant. This is the euonymus gold splash, and this has got variegated yellow and green leaves. This is more of a ground cover type shrub. It's about 2, maybe 3 foot tall here in the landscape. There's a planting of 3. As you're going to see with a lot of the plants in this landscape, is there's going to be 3 of them planted together. But look at that, such beautiful foliage. If a vibrant splash of foliage color is what you're looking for, here we've got the Barberry Sunjoy orange pillar. What a beautiful flaming red color on this plant. This is an upright habit. They're about 1.5 foot wide by about 2 to 3 foot tall here in the landscape at the present time, and just a fiery, beautiful reddish orange, big statement in this landscape. Here's a beautiful planting of the double play dolly spirea. Got kind of a border going here in the front of this bed. Double play dolly features the chartreuse greenish yellow foliage, and it's got beautiful pinkish purple blooms. This plant is just starting to put on just a little bit of its summer color. You can see there's just a ton of buds here just waiting to erupt with color. So if you're looking for a nice border plant, double play dolly might be a good choice for your garden. And it's pretty. I'm seeing a little black swallowtail hanging out here on these woodula. Look at that. Oh, so pretty to watch the butterflies as they're fluttering about in the gardens today. We've talked a little bit about the woodula Vino Verde in our trial gardens at Garden Crossings, but here we've got a beautiful mass planting at Spring Meadow, and this is a great woodula with bicolor foliage. It's got green leaves that are edged in a beautiful burgundy, so this plant is always kind of giving you that two-tone color throughout the summer. This is a late spring blooming shrub with its beautiful hot pink magenta tubular flowers. This is also one that I've been seeing the black swallowtails hang out on. The nice thing with woodula is there's flower color, there's foliage color, and then there's some that are even rebloomers. So there's so much to look for when you're trying to decide on which woodula is best in your garden and landscape. More foliage interest. Sunjoy Toto Barberry, the Anna's Magic Ball, one of our top selling shrubs, and then the Sunjoy Neo planted just behind it. The orange and the yellow, such a beautiful contrast of color. Next we've got the Tater Tot Arborvitaes, which are evergreen as well. So one thing I do want to say about these Anna's Magic Ball is this is fairly a new planting, so this is not the mature size of these plants. In our garden, the Anna's Magic Ball get about 3 foot tall and about 2 or so foot wide. So being this is a young planting, they look like cute little balls, but as they continue to grow and fill out, they will get larger and even more beautiful. Dervilla Kodiak Fresh is really putting on a show. This is a great native shrub that can be planted in just about any location in the garden. Kodiak Fresh features chartreuse, lime green foliage, and then the new growth is shades of kind of a burnt reddish orange. It's just starting to put on some flower buds there. It has beautiful yellow flowers when it starts to bloom. This is a mass planting here under this tree. And this plant in itself has got beautiful foliage combinations with that chartreuse and that orangish on its new growth tips. Planted next to it is a Weigela Wine and Spirits. Now these plants here are a little smaller than a mature size plant. And that's true of a lot of these plants in this garden. Some are mature, some are newly planted. So don't totally go after the size you're seeing in this video as the end-all be-all size, but just look at it as far as a point in time what they look like. So Wine and Spirits has got nice dark, near black foliage with white flowers on it. A lot of the Weigela we see in the gardens will have pink or reddish flowers. So to see this beautiful black and white combination is truly different and unique. This is an impressive plant. This is part of the Flavorette series. This is the apricot rose. Look at this thing. It's over 5 foot tall and 5 foot wide in this planter. Beautiful double blooms. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. This is the Flavorette apricot. These are edible. And that's a lot of petals if you're looking to use them for baking or cooking or just decorating table setting. Them are gorgeous. The Gin Fizz Juniper are looking spectacular right now, and they are just loaded with berries. Check out all of the berries on this plant. This is a fairly soft to the touch juniper, so it's not pokey at all. Narrow habit here, as these plants are about 5 to 6 foot tall. Right now they're only about 3 or so foot wide. Now, as I mentioned, these are gonna get bigger as they mature, but these are just beautiful looking plants right now. Different looking barberry here. This is the Sunjoy Sequins barberry, and you can see all of that new growth. It's beautiful white, a little bit of a light green variegation on it. Really stunning. Different than some of the darker leafed and the orangey leafed ones, but this in its own right has got a beautiful look and habit to it. I kind of love how the branches are kind of like spiky or kind of sticky uppy. There's a Heidi word for you. Just gives really unique interest and texture here in this part of the landscape. You never know what kind of surprises you're going to get when you come to these trail gardens, and today I am quite frankly very surprised by all of the foliage interest. There wasn't a lot of flowers going on, but the foliage color was spectacular, and just I'm hoping that you were able to get some inspiration from some of these foliage plants that you can poke in your garden. So even though they're not flowering, you're going to have this foliage color throughout the spring and summer into the fall season. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching. I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings.